Hi guys, welcome back to Anita Crochets. My name is Anita. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to make this dress. It's very simple. The written pattern is on my Etsy and online shop, so you can get that as well. I had made a tutorial for this dress, guys. I still feel weak from my loss. This dress took me so much time because it's an intricate pattern. And I deleted the video and every clip was lost. I feel so weak. So I'm going to share this dress, the white one, and then later I'm going to have to undo and re-record a tutorial. But just in case someone wants the written pattern, because it was already written, it's going to be on my Etsy shop. And also the written pattern for this white dress that we are going to work is also going to be on my Etsy. So first of all, please kindly just go on my channel and look out for the skirt tutorial, the pineapple stitch skirt cover up, and watch that to make your skirt before you get to watching this tutorial. I am working with Robin. It's 100% acrylic yarn. It's 50 grams and I'm doubling my strands for gauge. You will need stitch markers, a 4.5mm hook, and scissors. Guys, I still feel weak from my loss, honestly. The video was so long. Imagine it was about 56 minutes, almost close to 1 hour, and I lost all that. And I have to lose about 3 hours of re-recording it, voicing it, to bring it to life. Wow. So if you have watched the skirt tutorial and you have made your skirt, please count all the chain gaps that you have all the way across your waistline and then divide that number by 2. I provided specific adjustments for sizes small, medium and large, both in the pattern and in that tutorial, so you already know. It's very simple to make because I was clear about the number of rows and each and everything. So yeah, you divide the number of chain gaps that you have. For example, I had 28, so 28 divided by 2 gives me 14. So I'm going to mark my very first chain gap, the double crochet of the very first chain gap. You just choose where you want your first chain gap to be. It's no rules or anything. Then I'll get my second stitch marker and mark the 14th, that double crochet that makes the 14th chain gap, just like you have seen. Now in this tutorial, I'm just going to be working the cutout part and the upper bit of our breast cups, right? Because we already have a skirt tutorial. I'm sorry, I just can't attach it. I have tried to upload bigger or longer videos and they take so much time to upload. Some of them fail, along the way. They just fail midway of the upload, and I'm so exhausted from putting the whole tutorial together. That's why I just need you guys to make the effort to watch the skirt tutorial. Please just make the effort to watch the skirt tutorial. It's just the tutorial below this one, so that we can get started with this, okay? So once you have your skirt, you have marked the stitches as I have told you. You are going to insert your hook in there, and here you are going to chain 3, guys. I made a mistake and later took out the 3 chains, just like you can see. Just chain 3, just follow what I say, chain 3. And now we are going to skip 3 and get into that next double crochet right there and work a double crochet just like that. So the intention of this is to have a decrease, right? I just want to start proper, that's why I'm taking it out, but everything else is fine. I thought my yarn was kind of wrinkled, that's why I'm taking it out and starting over. But yes, the purpose of this is to have us have an inverted V, and I have told you guys several times that when working with the mesh stitch, an inverted V is a decrease and a V is an increase. That's why we are having this, okay? That's why I chained 3 instead of chaining 6 to have a whole mesh box. So yes, just like that. Okay, now here you'll chain 3 and skip 3, get into that double crochet stitch and work a double crochet. Chain 3 and skip 3, get into that double crochet stitch and work a double crochet. Chain 3, skip 3, get into the next double crochet stitch and work a double crochet. Now here is, we are just going to be working our mesh boxes just like we should, just as we have been doing. And well, I mean been doing, because of course I know you just finished your skirt tutorial. Hello. Yeah, so you just keep chaining 3 and skipping 3 and working a double crochet into the next stitch, and then you are going to keep doing this until you have one mesh box left to the marked stitch, or until you have 2 double crochets to the marked, oh no, 1 double crochet. Oh well, I don't know how to now say that, but yes, we are just going to go on and on until the second, let me say yes, the second last double crochet, because the last double crochet is the one that has our stitch marker. So the second last one is where I'm going to meet you guys and then show you what to do. Guys, if I tell you I feel weak because I recorded this on Sunday. My baby did not disturb me. I started recording around 11 a.m. and recorded all the way until 5 p.m. and she didn't disturb me because the pattern is so intricate. I needed so much attention for it. I needed to find time at night to voice it, and just that one day she didn't disturb me is still the day I lost everything. I feel so pissed because now I'm just praying she just doesn't disturb me, or else I'm going to be recording for like 4 days. Yeah, so we are here. After you chain 3, you're going to skip 3 and work an incomplete double crochet. Okay, then skip 3, get into the marked stitch, then work an incomplete double crochet. Then after, you're going to yarn over and pull through all. So this gives us like 2 double crochets together, more like an inverted V, let me say. So to work the next row, we are going to chain 3 and skip 3, work a double crochet into that next stitch. So the chain 3 acts as a double crochet. After that, you're going to chain 3 and skip 3, work a double crochet into the next stitch. So literally here we are increasing, so we are decreasing when starting and ending the row. And then next we are going to chain 3, skip 3, work a double crochet into that next stitch. Chain 3, skip 3, work a double crochet into that next stitch. I don't know how the inverted V is called, guys. Okay, I know that there is a double crochet 2 together, but with a skip 3 in between. I don't know how to say that. I'll just call it an inverted V because it makes it simpler for even a beginner to understand what I'm talking about. But if anyone knows, please share that terminology in the comment section. I'm also still learning, although I'm teaching. So chain 3 and skip 3, work a double crochet into the next stitch. Guys, if you know that thing called illiterate, like someone knowing how to speak English but they can't read, that's almost what I am, knowing how to crochet, but I'm not like well conversant with every crochet terminology. So yeah, you can teach me while I teach you. Okay, so this is what we have, and like I said, when we have 2 double crochets to like the end of the row, that's exactly where I have to meet you guys. Now this is my second last double crochet, so I'm just going to go in there and work an incomplete double crochet. And now I will insert my hook into what is my last stitch. Remember, I have skipped 3 in between, and work an incomplete double crochet, then yarn over, pull through all the 3 loops on my hook. Now guys, if this is confusing for you, please just put a stitch marker into your every last stitch. This girl is sleeping, so she's kind of, making noise in the background. Just put a stitch marker into your last stitch so that it's easy for you to see that inverted V and know that this is my last stitch, all right? But for me, I can easily tell that this is my last stitch because I know it's an inverted V. Now to start the next row, we are going to chain 3, turn our work, skip 3 and work a double crochet into the next stitch, and chain 3, skip 3, work a double crochet in the next stitch, chain 3, skip 3, work a double crochet into that next stitch. Guys, this is very, very simple. I know that you guys will find it very simple. So here we are, almost at the end of our row. I just need to make sure that, chain 3, skip 3, work a double crochet in there, chain 3, skip 3, work a double crochet in there. So you can see that's my inverted V. And so here, since I am almost at the end of my row, I'm going to chain 3 and work an incomplete, I need to work a double crochet in here, then chain 3, skip 3. Now because this is where I need to work the decrease, I'll work an incomplete double crochet in here like that, then yarn over, skip 3, get into the last stitch right there, yarn over, pull through a stitch, yarn over, pull through, then have 3 loops and yarn over, pull through all the 3 loops on your hook. So this just stays the same. Everything we have been doing for the past 2-3 rows is just the same thing we do for the next, because all I want us to have is a decreased number of mesh boxes before we can start working along the edges of our dress. Now the next row is just pretty much the same. Chain 3, skip 3, work a double crochet into that next stitch, then chain 3, skip 3, work a double crochet in that next stitch, chain 3, skip 3, work a double crochet in there, and this goes on and on until you have 2 double crochets to end the row. And then into those last 2 double crochets, you work 2 double crochets together with a chain 3 gap in between the 2. So size is small and medium. This is what you have to do, because I know your mesh boxes are slightly more than the mesh boxes I am working with, because this is size small. And like I shared in the skirt tutorial, I know that you have more mesh boxes. Now because you have more mesh boxes, we are going to keep the same number of rows for size medium. Now I'm speaking about size medium. Size medium is going to work the same number of rows that I have worked in this tutorial. Only difference is you are likely to have more mesh boxes. Okay, I had forgotten where my last stitch is, so that's why I'm undoing this. And like I said, how you end your row is, that's my last stitch right there. That's why you see the inverted V. So that means I am going to skip 3 and work an incomplete double crochet, then yarn over, skip 3, get into that last stitch, work an incomplete double crochet like that, then yarn over and pull through all the 3 loops on my hook. So yes, I was saying something. I personally ended up with, I think, 3-4 mesh boxes, and for you who is working a size medium, we are going to still keep the same number of rows that I have from my waistline to my underbust. We are going to keep the same number of rows, as I will say in the tutorial. But for sizes large, I think you may need to go on decreasing for an extra 2 rows before you start working normal mesh boxes, as you're going to see in the pattern. I'm just going to keep explaining so that you get to understand what I'm talking about. But for now, you will chain 3 and turn your work. The 3 chains act as a double crochet stitch, so you skip 3 and work a double crochet into that next stitch. then chain 3, skip 3, work a double crochet in the next stitch, chain 3, skip 3, work a double crochet into that next stitch. And as you can see, I am almost at the end of my row. I love this pattern because it is fast forming. So here I'm going to chain 3, skip 3, work an incomplete double crochet, then skip 3 and work an incomplete double crochet, yarn over, pull through all the 3 loops in my hook, on my hook. So if you look at my pattern right now, I have 3 mesh boxes left. If I work the next row, I'm going to have 3 mesh boxes left. And if you look closely, I have 1, 2, 3. Let me see. Yeah, I have 6 rows from the waistline of my skirt. So size medium as well. You should have 6 rows of a decrease, okay? But you can choose anyway. You can choose to still decrease for the next row so that you have 7 rows of a decrease before you start working. So here I'm going to be working a normal mesh row. So I will chain 6. 3 of the chains act as a double crochet stitch, and I'll skip 3 and work a double crochet into the next stitch. Chain 3, skip 3, work a double crochet in the next stitch. Chain 3, skip 3, work a double crochet into that next stitch right there. So guys, this is what I call the normal row, because here we have no we do not have any increments, like you can see. Okay, sorry, any decreases, like you can see. So that's what I was trying to say, that now on this row, size medium should still be working the decrease, okay? Then the next row they can start working the normal row. My intention is to decrease the number of mesh boxes that you should have, okay, that you should end up with. Also size large should also still be working a decrease. Like I said, size is large, you should work a decrease for the next 2 rows, okay, before you work normal rows. But size medium, just work an extra decrease row before you start working the normal row. Now once again, when you are here, you will chain 6 and skip 3, work a double crochet into the next stitch, chain 3, skip 3, work a double crochet in the next stitch, chain 3, skip 3, work a double crochet into the next, and then chain 3, skip 3, work a double crochet into the 3rd chain stitch of the 6 chains that started the previous row. All right, so I'm just going to work a few more extra rows to give me some sort of length for my cutout. But I already told you, if you're working size medium, you need to have the very same number of rows from your waistline to your underbust, just like the size small, okay? Then sizes large, you should have more rows than we have, because I predict you have some sort of like little tummy more than a size medium, okay, if you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, so here it is. I have worked 4 extra rows, which makes it a total of 14 rows from the waistline of my skirt, okay? So even size medium should have 14 rows. Only difference is you should have slightly more chain boxes. And then size large, I advise to have a total of 16 rows. Or you can just try on your work and see if you need to add more rows. Remember, the more rows you add, the lower your waistline, the lower your skirt goes, okay? So you need to make sure that your skirt should not go below your lower waist, because there we are clearly losing it. But if you have to, if you feel you need your bum probably to be out, or you're going to be wearing a thong and you just need that kind of revealing, well, that works for you, so you can do that. But yes, I just needed you guys to know that the more rows you work, the lower your skirt is going to go. Alright, so here I am going to be working along the edge. I'm just going to be working scallops along the edge of my work. So I will chain 3, and into the side of that very last stitch I'm going to work 3 double crochets, and I'll go into the bottom of that double crochet post and work a single crochet. Then I'll chain 2 and work 3 double crochets all in that very same point or bottom of that double crochet stitch where I just worked my single crochet. In there I'll work 3 double crochets, just like that. Then go to the bottom of the next double crochet post and work a single crochet. You see that? So yeah, I'm going to, let me just put this right so you guys can see clearly. Chain 3 and sorry, I keep saying chain 3, it is chain 2. Chain 2, work 3 double crochets into that very same point where we worked our single crochet, and then get into the bottom of the next double crochet post and work a single crochet. Chain 2, work 3 double crochets into that very same point, just like that. Yeah, just like that. Chain 3. And then we are going to get into the bottom of, we get into the bottom of that double crochet post and work our single crochet. Then chain 3, work 3 double, chain 2, work 3 double crochets into that next double crochet post. Okay, get to the bottom of the next post and work a single crochet right there. So this is what you are going to do to be doing all the way along this edge. You know, okay, it goes all the way down, down all the way to the back of the waistline of our skirt, and all the way around to the other side of our edge. Okay, so you are just going to keep doing this all the way around for the whole entire edge. So I am going to get back to show you how to work your breast cups, and then show you how to finish off this tutorial. Now when I got to the inverted V posts, like the V posts, I intentionally worked 2 double crochets in there all the way up to there. Then when I got back to here, I kept on working 3 double crochets into every, and then working a single crochet into the next double crochet stitch. So you work all the way along this, all the way across until all the way up here. When you get down to the waistline, you are going to be working a single crochet into the next double crochet post, then chaining 3, work 3 double crochets into that very same stitch, then skip 3, work a single crochet into that next stitch, chain 3, just like that. So I'm just putting this aside and then showing you how to work your breast cups. Okay, so to work the breast cups, you're going to get your yarn. I'm going to finish off my project later. Let me just use the chance now that my child is not disturbing me to work this tutorial to finish. She's literally around the corner. So here we are going to make a knot, slip knot, and chain 17. So after we have all 17 chains, we are going to get into the 3rd chain stitch from the hook, and in there we shall work a double crochet, then yarn over, work 1 double crochet into every stitch until we have 1 stitch left to end the row. So that means we are going to work a total of 14 double crochets. so that we can have one stitch left to end the row, and that's why I'm going to meet you guys then show you what to do. So let me just put this on time lapse, and we get to having one chain stitch to end the row. So we are right here, we have one chain stitch to end the row. Now into that chain stitch I am going to work 2 double crochets, just like that, and then I will chain 1 and work 2 double crochets once again into that very same stitch. So this helps me to have a turning point so that I can now work on the opposite side of my foundation chains. All right, so I'm going to get into that very first stitch right there, and I'm going to work a double crochet. Now guys, this is on the opposite side of our foundation chains, so work a double crochet into that next stitch as well. Just keep working 1 double crochet into every stitch until the end of our row. So you should have 14 double crochets on this side as well. Make sure you have that exact number. So let me just let you work all the way down to the end of our row. Then I'm going to meet you on the next row and show you what to do. Now here we are at the end of our row. This is how your work should look like. So what's going to happen here is I'm going to chain 2 and turn my work into the very first stitch. I'm going to work a double crochet. The 2 chains do not act as a stitch, they're just my turning chains. Then I will work 1 double crochet into the next stitch, and just like I did in the previous row, I'm going to work 1 double crochet into every stitch until I have gotten to the chain 1 that is at the peak of my work. So just work your double crochets until you get to the chain 1 space that is at the peak of your work, and there I will show you what to do. So right here I have now 1 stitch. Okay, there we go. Now the next, as you can see, is that chain 1 space. So I'm going to yarn over and get in there, work 2 double crochets into that chain 1 space like that. Then I'll chain 1 and work 2 double crochets once again into that very same chain 1 space. Now here I am now going to work 1 double crochet into every stitch all the way down until the end of my row. And this is exactly what you are going to do for the next rows. You're just going to copy and paste everything I have done here for the next rows. So sizes small, you may need to work about 6 rows in total. 6-7 rows given the kind of yarn you're working with, because sometimes some yarn can be a little bit thin. So between 6 to 7 rows. Sizes medium should be like 7-8 rows, or you can go up to 9 if you want really good coverage. And sizes large should be between 8 to 10 rows, or even 12. Just try to see that you have great coverage that you need. You can even work less than that, because some people prefer having smaller breast cups with bigger boobs. So the coverage is literally up to you, but you're just going to do exactly what we have done for this row. Yeah, when you come to the end of the row, just like you see how my work looks like, you are going to chain 2 and turn your work, and you will work 1 double crochet into every stitch until you get to the chain 1 space right here, and into that chain 1 space you work 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets. Then after you work 1 double crochet into every stitch until the end of the row. So this is what you're going to repeat for the next row and the next row and the next row until you have the coverage that you need. After that, you're going to follow what we have done for this and make a second breast cup so that we have a left and right breast cup. So they have to be 2 of these. So let me meet you after you have that, then I show you what to do. Here we are. I have my breast cup complete. I have both of them complete, but I just want to show you how to attach your strap. Okay, so this is my very long strand of yarn. I doubled my strands, but if you're working with 1 strand, just make something so long. After, make the ends meet so that you have a loop at the top, just like this one. So I am going to get into the stitch. This is my chain 1 space, so I'm going to get into the stitch before the chain 1 space. I will pull through the loop of my yarn like that, and then I'll get into the chain 1 space and pull through a loop, then insert my hook into the next stitch after the chain 1 space and pull through a loop, then yarn over, pull through all the loops on my hook. From here I am just going to work as many chains as the strand of yarn that I have until I have a long strap for my breast cup. You can see that it is thick enough and long. If you're working with thinner yarn, you can double your strands just like I did, then fold it to have a thicker strap. More so if you're working for a size large and they need better grip for their breast cups. So what's going to happen is this girl is starting to disturb me. What's going to happen is you'll do the very same thing for your other breast cup, and it's the same technique that you are going to use always when putting straps onto your work. So I have a string I just worked multiple chains with, and it's what I am running through my work. Then later you are going to run it through on the bottom edge of your breast cups, considering 2 stitches. You're going to go through the second stitch on every row across this bottom edge, just like that. Not the edge anyway, but yeah, the bottom of your breast cup. You're just going to be going through the second stitch, okay, just like that. So you do this all the way until the end of your breast cup, and then you get the other end of the string and run it through the bottom of the left breast cup as well. Okay, so just run this until the end right there, then also get this end and run it through until the end this side, and there you'll adjust to your preferred fitting. Don't worry about my yarn ends. I'm going to weave them in. So this is how your dress should look like. Thank you so much guys for watching, and goodbye.